Welcome back. Today we're getting ready to do part 2 of my year-end review. It's going to be a good one. Another trip down memory lane. So I hope you enjoy these places as much as I have. So let's dig in. Now, me and Abby on a cold, frigid day went to Mansfield, Ohio and checked out the Mansfield Reformatory, which is famous for the backdrop of parts of the movie The Shawshank Redemption, and also Kingwood Mansion and Gardens. That was a pretty cool experience. It'd be better to see it not in the cold weather, more in the spring when the flowers are in bloom, but still amazing experience nonetheless. And then we went to the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Yeah, it was a eclectic, artsy restaurant where they just sold pizza. It was a good pizza. The decor inside was the coolest part. And then we went to the Buckeye Express Diner and got to eat in a rail car. So that was quite an experience. Out of here. I didn't do it. The next opportunity I had to hit that open road, I went to Columbus with my buddy Matt to the Ohio State Courthouse, checked out the McKinley statue. Then I went over to the Ohio Supreme Court and checked out the big, large gavel they got, which shows up on Roadside America's website. Then we went to Otherworld. I have never been to a place like Otherworld before. It's a interactive art installation, immersive art. So when I went there, I had a little bit of reservations. I didn't quite know what to expect. But the thing I did learn is the more you interact with the art and those immersive art experiences, the better overall time you have. So if you ever go to one, make sure you interact with it and not just look around, kind of like I did at the beginning. All right, the next, right across the street pretty much from Otherworld, was Cajun, the seafood bar. If you like Cajun food, I got crawfish. It was delicious. If you get the chance, you can go to Otherworld and then you're hungry, check out that Cajun Seafood Boil Bar. Then next we went to Franklin Park Conservatory and checked out all those plants indigenous from different climates like desert, Himalayan mountains, and I think there's one for like an Asian climate. There's a total of, I think, 4 different domes, if I'm not mistaken, but a great experience. Then next I went to Eddie Rickenbacker's house in Columbus. And then finally went to the Topiary Park in Columbus as well. And that was themed after a famous painting by an artist. I can't quite remember his name now, but the bushes were themed to mimic the painting of this famous artist. So that was a cool concept. All right, let's watch the footage. The next opportunity I had to hit that open road, I flew solo on this one. I went to Fremont, Ohio, and I checked out the Rutherford B. Hayes Home and Presidential Library and Museum. This happened to be one of the first presidential library and museums in the country. And then I toured his house called Spiegel Grove. After that, I was there for quite a while. Got hungry. Let's get something to eat, right? I went to the Tackle Box 2 and ate some perch. It was delicious perch. And one of the coolest things about the Tackle Box 2 is the decor inside, from ceiling to floor, is all kinds of different Americana. Go there to check it out, if not just for that. But the Tackle Box 2 is, I was planning on doing a video when I went there, so I was researching, has anybody done a video at the Tackle Box 2? Well, up comes this guy called the Toll Road. Started watching his videos and commenting on his videos, and I was like, hey, where are you from? Because I noticed some of the stuff was fairly close to where I go. And found out he was from not too far here, and the rest is history. I've done a lot of videos with the Toll Road, and he's one of my great friends now, and we enjoy traveling together and traveling separate and doing our YouTube thing. So it can all be attributed to me doing the video at the Tackle Box too. And then next, I went to Williams Park. It's a small town, so I didn't have much expectations for it. But I'll tell you what, once I got to that sculpture park, I was blown away on how awesome it was. It started off, there was a big plane up on a pillar, a dedication to some of the local soldiers, local artists do a lot of the different art around the park. You also had a tank, and you had a 9/11 memorial. So it's if you ever get the chance, it's kind of out of the way, but get down to Williams Park and check that out. I believe it's near Gibsonburg. I may be wrong on that, but let's watch the footage. The next endeavor I went on with a great friend, Jeff Given. We ended up going to Springfield and Urbana for this trip. We started off by going to Crable's Hamburgers. This ain't the first time I've been to Crable's. This is one of my go-tos. Every time I'm around Urbana, I have to go to Crable's. It's a small town burger shop, slider style burgers that's been around for quite a while. I forget the year it was founded before. I did make a video on it, so check that out. I have all the information on that about the history of it and the burger itself. Make sure you bring cash, though. They only take cash, they don't take cards. But the burgers are delicious, and I went back there probably about 3-4 times now. Then we headed into Springfield and checked out the Westcott House. It's a Frank Lloyd Wright house, and it was the first time I ever met up with the toll road. We did a video there separately and checked out that awesome Frank Lloyd Wright house. The architecture is one of a kind. You'll never see anything else like a Frank Lloyd Wright developed or designed home. And then next, toll road had to take off, so me and Jeff went back to Urbana, and we went to the Champaign Aviation Museum. And my buddy Jeff is a huge aviation airplane aficionado, so he enjoyed that a lot, and he taught me a lot about it because I don't know much about airplanes. I can appreciate them, but I don't know much about the specifics on them. But I got to see an awesome gun turret. Got to go in a plane that was hauled out that they're renovating. The cool thing about Champaign is it's a kind of a working museum where they've got finished products on display, but they're also working on renovating current planes too. And you'll hear them like riveting and fixing planes while you're there. It's neat. It's almost like a living history museum kind of. But went in that plane and got behind the cockpit and pretended like I was flying it. It was amazing. And then got in a hauled out plane with one of the machine guns out the window. I I acted like a kid, I ain't gonna lie. Had a great time at that museum, so let's watch the footage. Where are we going?
Anywhere you want, pilot. You're in charge.
We're gonna deliver to the troops on our way. Buckle your seatbelt. Let's get ready to go. Sound effects make every video better. Well, that's just gonna about do it for part 2 of my year in review. In the next episode, part 3, I'm gonna be heading to San Antonio, our big year trip we went on. Absolutely love San Antonio, but you're gonna have to wait to check it out till part 3, so make sure you make it back part 3. I want to thank you all for watching. Until the next one.